Hello, friends. Are you still wondering what you came here for on planet Earth? Are you still looking for your purpose, some kind of a meaningful way that will make you happy? And because of you haven't found it, maybe you're still feeling flat. I know a lot of people who do, and I can relate this to this subject very much myself years ago. The reason that you might still be feeling flat and not alive and full and rich and bountiful is simply because you have chosen not to listen to what brings you alive inside, to what gives you a sense of meaning and joy and expansion. And instead, the flatness comes from trying to fit into a world that is not meant for you. Okay? That world is not for you. It may still be for many people, but if you have tried to fit in and done all the right courses and the trainings and whatever it is, and you're still feeling flat, you're still not feeling connected, it's time to take it to the place, to go to the place inside of you that makes you feel alive. That is the only place where your flatness is going to start, inflating again into aliveness and joy and richness. But it's not going to happen as long as you ignore that deep felt longing for something you really want. Many people have stuffed it away so far that it's going to take a little digging to find out what it is. But then when you do, when you start getting in touch with that, even an inkling, it's almost like it's a valve that just starts inflating itself so that the flatness starts inflating because you connected to the place that you have put in a cork. You have just closed it off so that the longing and the aliveness of who you are could not come through, could not fill you up. But when you go there, it automatically pops out because you are there now. You're not pushing it away. You're going to the source, to the fountain of where this joy and aliveness and richness and feeling on purpose lives. But we have to go there. This is the place that your essence, that your soul, it's almost like it demands to come through. And that's why you feel this inner longing for something, but you keep ignoring it and pushing it away. Stop that. Please stop that. Or keep doing it, but then don't pretend you don't know what you want. It's kind of it's a flip of a switch. So which one do you want? Which side do you flip this switch to? Is it to block your longing, your aliveness, or is it to open up the valve again so it can start flowing? I have a little kitty here. Let me just, come on, here. Sometimes he stands outside the door meowing. You can come in. Yes, this is the only cat that I have left, and he's completely deaf. So I can't just call him, he wouldn't hear it. So back to that valve. Which side? And this is only you can choose it and only you can do it. Somebody else can help you find your switch, specifically if it's really suppressed, to get back in touch with that aliveness. It's your essence, it's your divine expression. It can never go away. But I will admit, we have moved very far away from it. And because it is knocking on so many hearts right now, I mean, just think about how many people are looking for meaning and for purpose. That was not like that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. That wasn't like that. But it's so pronounced right now. It's so alive, and so many people are looking for meaning and for purpose. That is not a mistake. This is because the divine wants our attention again. It wants your attention. It wants my attention. And if we are not listening and taking this seriously, we're going to be flat, like a flatliner, dead. Dead to our life, dead to our emotions, to our joy, to our bodies, our health, our everything that's good. It just gets flattened. But it does not have to be that way. So I have a very strong invitation for all of us today, and that is to take this longing seriously. It is not a mistake. And I do know there are so many layers on top. Those layers, that is the work we all need to do. If you can do it on your own, that's great. Most of us need somebody on the outside to be able to reflect back to us what we cannot see ourselves yet. It just might be too thick of a smear, right? Remember that video where I talk about the smear? We need to clear that so we can see it again. But if it's too thick, if it's too familiar, there's probably a good chance you can't see it. And then you need somebody else reflecting it back, just letting you know what is observed and reflecting back what is seen in a kind and a gentle and a loving way so that you are able to see it yourself. Once it's seen, this is important. If it's not seen, nothing is going to change. But once it is seen, you have a choice, right? The hidden, the unconscious, you can't see it. It's hidden. It's the shadow piece that needs light. So somebody else can shine some light on it, and then you can see it if you're still in that place where you can't see it fully. And then, oh, now you can see it. Now you have choice. It's that simple, but it is not easy because we have more layers of resistance and shame and beliefs about this thing that we have been hiding. So when it comes up, we're gonna have to move through all these layers. We have to be willing to see them and then not fix them or get rid of them, but just allowing them to dissolve in the light of your own presence. There might be some things we can do to help that process. And as a self-love mentor, self-love is a very, very powerful medicine to help soften the edges. Because if our presence, the light of our presence, if that's not enough, and it may not be in the beginning, then we can start really meeting these hardened edges with love. And then they soften, and then we have more choice, and then we can allow the light to soften it and eventually dissolve it because it was never true anyway. It was just a smear on the windshield. It was like a slide in the projector. And you are not the slide. You are the projector itself. You are the light in the projector. You are the projector and the light in the projector. So when we take these little things away that we have put in front of us for a long, 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 long time, and everybody does it. That's why it has always felt like normal. It's like, no, everybody does that. Why do you say that's not true? Well, that's the experience you'll start having as you remove them. Then you go like, oh, because it's like there's an expansion. And in that expansion, you can start feeling the joy that you most likely have been lacking. I'm not saying that it is always fun to work through these layers. It can be intense, but it's a lot less intense if we do it without resistance. Okay, the resistance is the only thing that makes things hard. You know that Chinese finger trap, right? No, you move towards it, and then it kind of gets wider, and then you can just pull your finger out. So we have to meet it with that same kind of kindness and softness. And then many times you can just slip right out of that structure that you had created believing was you, or at least was true about you. So if you feel flat, do you feel flat? If you feel flat, take a good look inside of your beautiful heart and find out what will make you really, really happy. That's the valve, and it's going to pop right out. This coming Tuesday on August 5th, we have our next online gathering. It's called Feel Your Deepest Longing, Find Your Spiritual Calling. Kind of relates to what I've been talking about, right? And we explore that together. And it's very, very beautiful. It's very deep and intimate every time. It's a small group, so you'll feel safe. And it's a wonderful place to explore this and learn to make space for it and allow it to come out in a new way. So I hope maybe I'll see you there. The description, the link for that is in the description below, where if you want to join. And if you need help, an extra pair of eyes in the beginning, or maybe not in the beginning, maybe in the middle, even the end, we always need an extra pair of eyes, to see these blind spots. Then reach out to me. Just set up a self-discovery session, and then we can explore where you're at, where you want to go, and if I might be the right guide for you. Okay, friends, I will probably see you again soon. Take care.